Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the QF Team Opportunity Meeting. Stephen Gina Merritt, and we are in West Palm Beach. Super excited to be here with everyone tonight. Give them a shout out and say hi.
Guys, you know what? We want to shout out to everyone to have a Happy New Year to all of you. We had a fantastic holiday. We just got back from our tour that we went on to a 15-city tour. Then we visited relatives, friends, 35 days on the road, having a blast in our motor coach. We are so excited to be back here. We're so fired up to be on here tonight. We got great internet, and we are looking forward to sharing with you what this X39, she's got the package right there. That's called a sleeve of the X39 that's got 30 patches in it. You're going to hear everything tonight. I will tell you this much. Text a friend. You are going to be blown away what you hear tonight. And if you're on here as a brand new guest, tell your brother, your sister, your aunt, uncle to get on here. Send them a link real quick because they are going to really be touched. Gina and I have been we prayed for over 1 year. Right. What did we pray for?
We prayed for the right business, the right product, the right ownership, and number 4, most importantly, God's favor.
And you know what? We got it all, and we are just blown away. When Onyx Cole came with us and told us about how this X39 works and the testimonies, we wanted them to work the way she told us. And believe me, they've made us cry. For the last 180 days that we've been launching this product, we have cried more than we have for the last 5 years for our friends' health. And when you have a product that works this good and nobody else has it, you've got an incredible opportunity. But the key is our friends are feeling incredible with their health. And that's why and you know what? It doesn't matter if you aren't looking for an opportunity. Tell your friend to get on here because they are going to want to hear about it for their own health. It doesn't matter how much money you make in your own career or whatever you do for a living, or maybe you were gifted millions of dollars. The key is you need to have healthy stem cells. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, stem cells that are healthy. And we are going to have a blast doing so. So take it away, Ben.
So, hey, we're super excited to be with you tonight and welcome everyone around the world. This is just such an exciting time. This is a great opportunity for you. We're talking tonight about the X39 patch, this tiny little patch. It's got like a cover on the back, almost similar to a Band-Aid, but it is not a Band-Aid. It works in an amazing way. So you actually peel off the paper on the back of this. You put it on your skin, the heat of your body. So you put it on in the morning when you wake up and you brush your teeth. You take it off at night when you brush your teeth again, and you throw it away. So you wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. The heat from your body raises your copper peptides, which then reactivate, yes, your own stem cells.
Wow.
So we are so excited. What does this patch work on? Everything. So we get super fired up. We're driving down the highway in our motor coach. I'm telling you what, everyone and their mother is on the road.
Yeah.
Who in the world would want to go 9 to 5 to a job? I'm like, woo! But I got super excited because I said, Steve, see all those cars? See all those people? They all have stem cells.
Yep.
And so as you age, your stem cells become less healthy, less active. Yeah. So, like when you're elderly and you kind of like stagnant, you kind of like trip, fall, break your hip. Elderly people do all kinds of crazy things. I'm not getting old, so I'm not going to do any of that. But your body heals a lot slower. So this is crazy. This little tiny patch activates your own stem cells and you start to heal on your own. So whatever is going on with your body, it begins to heal from the inside out. It's just amazing. So for Steve and I, we went to the eye doctor a couple months ago. I think it's 2 months now, time flies. Yeah. And he told me he's never in his life seen a 60-year-old woman, I'm 60, with her eyes reverse and aging. Now, listen, I did not feel my eyes reversing and aging, but I have a new testimony, and I'm so fired up about this one. So we go on our trip sharing this X39 patch. We end up in Roanoke, Virginia. It was blizzardy, stinking cold.
Yeah.
I've
1
never
degrees, 10
been
degrees
so
below
cold.
zero wind chill.
And chill. I'm telling you, it was ridiculously cold. So here I am. Everything freezes up on our motor coach. We have only ice cold water.
Right.
Okay, this might seem really like dumb or ridiculous to you, but to me, it's a big deal because I have the most sensitive gums. I can't use any of the toothpastes, you know, that for sensitivity for your teeth. I have recession and bone loss, but I'm telling you what, my new testimony, I could swish with ice cold water and I had zero pain.
Yay!
So I'm in the back of the motor coach. Oh, something's happened to me. And I'm like, no, I can swish my mouth with ice cold water. So that is my new testimony. Now, did I feel my gums healing? Absolutely not. But I am flat fired up, man. I'm going to all the dentists to tell them it's a game changer.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. But again, this tiny little patch does not heal your body. It puts your body on a natural reboot. Yeah. So whatever is going on inside, it starts to begin to heal on its own, exactly how God intended us to each heal.
Guys, you know what? This kind of testimonies that we're going to hear tonight are just life-changing, and that's what we're talking about. I was a pro athlete for over 25 years, had 14 surgeries because of that, and I've been living in pain. I'm taking handfuls of Excedrin. That was my go-to, or Advil, for years, about 10 years. Since I put the patch on, just about 6 months ago, within 1 week, all my pain has been gone. I've been having a blast. Like Gina said, we've been driving all over the country, having a great time. But when you're doing that, if you have a sore back, sore hips, sore shoulders, you can't have any fun. We've been having a blast because I'm totally pain-free. Like Gina said, the patch didn't heal me. I just put the patch on. Through phototherapy, it activated my copper peptide levels that raised up, which reactivated my own stem cells. Every organ in your body is made up of stem cells. So we're going to hear a lot tonight about how stem cells can repair, and they're going to go to the weakest link of whatever is the ailment happening. Even if you've got a sore elbow or knee, maybe there's something going on in your liver, something going on elsewhere in your body. It's going to take care of that first, and then it'll come back around. But I am confident from all of our friends that we've heard from the testimonies over the last 180 days that if you stay consistently wearing the patch, the X39 patch for 12 hours, then you take the patch off after 12 hours, your body rests and rejuvenates from all those stem cells that were reactivated, and you keep doing that, drink plenty of water, you are going to see incredible results. Gina's going to kind of tell you about our order form real quick.
So now, where do you put this patch? Anywhere on your body. And how long do you wear it? 12 hours on, 12 hours off. A new patch every day. It's so simple. You put it by, Onyx actually taught us, it was not very difficult to teach us, but she told us, hey, the way to remember, because it's something new you're doing. Yeah. Put it by your toothbrush. So when you brush your teeth, you put it on. When you go to bed at night, you take it off.
Well, she's grabbing that. What's really important to me is that it's so affordable. I mean, stem cell injections is the only other way that I've heard that you can get this kind of therapy. And though they cost anywhere from $10,000, Tony Robbins had his knee injected for over $25,000. They quoted me from all my surgeries, $23,000. I had never had it done, but for $99, you are going to have constant stem cell reactivation. You can't go to a high-end therapist for $100 for one visit, let alone $99 for a month's supply.
Absolutely. So for those of you who are new on here tonight, this order form, you might have gotten it emailed to you, or someone might have sent you a link. So whoever invited you on tonight, that'll be your sponsor. And we all work together as a team. We are the Quantum Field team, and we are actually the fastest growing.
Yeah.
So you're getting on with the right team. You want to make money? We'll help you. You want to wear the patch? We'll teach you how. So we're excited to have you on. Steve's going to go over this a little bit later, and there's 2 different spots. The most important thing is that you get in where you can afford. And the second most important thing is that you get yourself on auto ship, because you want to continually wear the patch. Now, as when we first got in, I learned that, however old you are, so I'm 60, you wear the patch for 1 month every decade. So I'm just about coming up on my 6th month wearing the patch, because he wore it a little bit earlier than me. And so I'm going to wear it for 6 months continually, every day, persistently, consistently. Am I going to stop wearing it after the 6 months? Come on. Yeah. With my gums the way they feel, I cannot wait to see what else is going to happen in my body, because, I mean, God knew my gums are sensitive and it hurts. I mean, it's like bad. I can't even breathe in cold air. Yeah. So I'm so excited to see what else is going to happen. So this order form is how you're going to get the products sent to you, to your house. The sooner you fill it out, the quicker your product gets shipped to you, and you can start wearing the patch, getting a testimony, and feeling what it's going to do to your body. Now, you might have some kind of ailment going on in your shoulder, your knee, and however old you are, come on, be patient, be faithful, consistent for you to get a testimony and feeling what. And now it might heal something else before it goes to that ache and pain. Because you know what? Some of us are a little harder on our bodies than others. Yeah. Here we go, Steve Merritt. Yeah. So we just welcome each one of you on here tonight. And we're excited because this is just such an incredible product, and every single person has stem cells. You're going to hear some incredible testimonies tonight. And remember, the patch does not heal them. Their body heals on their own. But we're super excited because our amazing sponsor is back in the USA with her girls. And we're so excited to welcome her. We missed her on some of the Zooms and teachings. But you know what? It's such an amazing opportunity. Yes. When you build this business, you make it a residual income. If you all of a sudden have a wild hair and you go, you know what? I'm going to Spain for 3 weeks. So, hey, you guys got the show. We got the show. So that's the exciting part. I know that when I worked at Delta Airlines full time, I could not say all of a sudden, I'm going off to Spain. So that's what's the exciting part of this business. It gives you choices and decisions that, and as well as the income to do a decision like that, to go to Spain. What a dream place to spend Christmas there with her girls. So without any further ado, help us welcome our amazing sponsor, Onyx Cole, Senior Presidential Director from Miami.
Woo! I missed you too. It's so nice to see you both. So I had an amazing time, and it was really cool because even though I was on vacation, and I was on vacation, I still did hot yoga pretty much every day that I was there. So guess what I was wearing every day? Of course, my X39 stem cell patch. And guess what was happening even in Spain? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? I'm like, ooh, stem cells. They're like, stem cells? Stem cells. And I was explaining to them. And of course, what did I use? StartX39.com, because I don't speak good Spanish yet. Mike Hernandez is going to teach me, I'm certain, but I don't speak good Spanish yet. But luckily, the Quantum Field team has got tools that are translated into 104 languages. So this business, and Steve and Gina taught me network marketing, and I ran for years from network marketing, even though I was looking for a way to make residual income. I ran from network marketing because all of my friends and family told me, oh, that's not a real business. Oh, you're going to get in trouble. Oh, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, or is that one of those pyramid things? And I heard all this garbage from people who knew nothing about network marketing. And when I finally actually looked at what this opportunity could be for me and for my children, it changed my life. And so I thank Steve and Gina for taking the time way back when to continue to knock on my door, because guess what Onyx did? Onyx said no, Onyx said no, Onyx said no, Onyx said no. And this time around, we're working together again, and Steve and Gina weren't ready. So I invited them 3 years ago, but they weren't ready yet. They became ready 6 months ago. And so I never gave up on them. I never gave up on the fact that I knew that this beautiful patch would change their lives. And so it's the same thing with my mother. My mother has neuropathy. And I've been telling her for 3 years, Mom, you should put on the X39 patch. And she just couldn't hear me. And one day when I was in Aspen, I'm doing one of these calls with you all, and she overhears a testimony of somebody talking about neuropathy. At the end of the call, she said, Onyx, can I have some of the stem cell patches? I said, yes, Mom, of course. So this business can change your life. I can't even begin to tell you how blessed I was this New Year's. I received so many messages from all of you all saying, Thank you, Onyx, for putting together this system. Thank you for setting everything up for us that we can win. We don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. Everything's all here for us to be a success. And it's a beautiful thing. I talked to Keston today, and he said, Onyx, 2023 is going to be my biggest year ever. I know by the end of this year, I will have changed so many lives with their health, with the X39. I will have changed so many lives with their wealth for the X39. Why? Because you open your mouth and you give this product a try. You have no idea whether or not people are going to say yes or no, but I find most people are totally interested in stem cells, totally interested. And like Steve and Jean have said, it's completely affordable. So this business, this product is totally up to you, but your ability to change your life is standing in front of you right now. Steve and Gina are the hardest working people I've ever met. I mean, I can just imagine the two of them driving down the road, you guys in the motor coach. Can you just imagine how funny? I'm sure Steve is hitting mailboxes left, right, and center. Having a great time, these two. And so exactly what they said at the beginning, we're here to see you succeed. We're here to help you win. We have an incredible training I expect on Saturday. It's going to be off the chain, and I know we're going to talk about that. But I'm going to turn this back over because I know there's so many testimonials and so much great stuff to share. It's great to see you two.
Hey, thank you so much. We're so fired up to be partnered up with you. And by the way, when you got history together, and if those of you that are brand new that don't know us, when you find out that this team here knows how to win and help people succeed. And, the first thing it all starts with our help. Tell them real quick, we had some people asking what the patch is doing for you. What has it done for you?
Sure. Yes.
Testimony.
So I have worn this patch longer than everybody on this call, which means I've worn it for about 3 years and maybe 3 months. And what originally happened immediately is I started to notice that I was sleeping better. And the reason I knew I was sleeping better is because I was dreaming more. After wearing the X39 for about 3 weeks, I wasn't just dreaming more vivid dreams. I was remembering my dreams for 3 and 4 days. It's really wild, absolutely wild. Then after wearing it for 3 weeks, I noticed that actually an esthetician friend of mine noticed that the age spot on my right cheek was 75% smaller and 75% lighter. Then my hair started growing like crazy. I've cut it all off and I go in every 2 weeks. I'm like, can you cut it again? I'm trying to have it short. Can you cut it again? She's like, Onyx, I can't keep cutting your hair. I said, yes, you can. So I keep cutting it every 2 weeks because it grows like crazy. And then after using the X39 for 1 year, I have one of those fancy periodontal dentists. And I have a map of my gums where they map the pockets in your gums. I have a map pre-X39 and I have a map after using X39 for 1 year. After wearing X39 for 1 year, I went into the dentist and the fancy periodontal dentist said, Onyx, he starts mapping my mouth and he says, what's going on? And I said, why? And he said, because 75% of your pockets are gone. I said, really? He said, has your dental hygiene changed? I said, no, sir, I'm sorry, it has not. And he said, well, this doesn't make sense. As we get older, it gets worse, not better. And I said, well, I've been wearing this little stem cell patch, the X39, the stem cell activation patch. And after 2 years, y'all, I went back in, he opened my mouth and he said, wow. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, these are completely healthy gums. So what I would tell all of you is in the 3 years and 3 months that I've been wearing this amazing product, the stem cell activation patch, I didn't feel anything. When I take vitamin C, I don't feel anything. So I'm not looking for a feeling. I'm noticing the absence of something or the improvement of something. And that's what I see happens unless you're somebody who's been living in pain. People notice, like I'm sure Steve has noticed, not only is he not taking the Excedrin, but the pain is gone. He's driving around on the bus and he's playing pickleball with Gina and the two of them are having a great time because the pain has reduced. But I'm not somebody who had any pain. So if you're like me and you're not somebody who had any pain, you're not going to feel something, but you'll probably be like me and notice the improvement in something or the reduction in something. So this has been an amazing product. Personally, I won't stop it because I'm like Gina. I'm going to be I used to tell my kids, I'm going to kick your ass in the gym. I kick your ass in the gym now, and I can kick your ass in the gym when I'm 86. And they said, Mom, you got to change the number now. It's like 105. And I said, yes, yes. This little patch is going to help me be active all the way until I'm 105, no doubt.
Wow.
That's
and we're so
right.
grateful.
That's right.
Like people say to us, they're thankful that we shared it with them. We're so grateful you shared it with us, and we're persistent. So, hey, we're so excited to have you back. We can't wait to hear from you on Saturday. It is going to be
fun.
wonderful.
Gonna be
Tell them
wild.
what you learned real quick before we go from what we taught you as far as coming to an event, how important it is to attend an event and having your team there so they all learn everything.
Correct. I think that this event on Saturday is probably going to be the best event I have participated in, whether I'm attending or organizing in the 3 years and 3 months. What's gone into this, the group of leaders that are going to be presenting, you're going to come out of there with, I always go to an event, if I get one golden nugget, I'm like, wow. I think you're going to come out of there with dozens of golden nuggets because you're going to have so many different presenters there. So as in everything, you've got to plug in. We cannot find you if you're not plugging into us, and you've got to get your team to plug in. And so again, they got to wanna. So, but you're just inviting, hey, I'm jumping on, or exactly like Steve said at the beginning of this call, text your friends right now. Hey, I'm just jumping on this Zoom right now. This business is easy, but it takes consistent and persistent, and you're plugging in. Just like if you went to a 9-to-5 job, you would show up every day at the job. So here you're not showing up every day, but you are showing up on a Wednesday night and you are showing up on a Saturday. And I always say, the person with the most managers wins on Saturday. The person who brings the most people into that event, into our event, is going to have the biggest business. It's going to explode. So absolutely promote, get your people there. And you all, it's free.
Yeah.
You're getting all of this content for free. Yeah. And it's our pleasure. We want to see you win. Yeah. We want to see you win.
Okay, thank you so much, Onyx. It's so exciting to be partnered up and working together. We're so fired up to be sharing with every one of you. Now, real quick, we'll go through a little bit about the patch. We got a couple more testimonies. So we're going to share the screen real quick and just tell you a little bit more about how it works, what it's up to. And again, I wanted to let you know that we just got a call from David Schmidt, Onyx, Gene, and I, and he wants to speak exclusively with the #1 fastest growing team on Saturday. He's got a special message, something very important. He told us, we don't even know what it is, but he's got it, and he wants to share that with us on Saturday. So make sure your team is on there. It is going to be wild, the kind of information that you're going to get. So this is going to be very exciting. We're expecting to blow up the Zoom, and we're also going to have more. We're going to have huge numbers on YouTube. And by the way, we're playing live on YouTube. So if you got somebody that can only watch it on YouTube, they're more than welcome to. Real quick, before we tell you a little more about the patch, think about what you're looking for. I love what Gina was saying about Onyx, so she could just take her girls and they could go to Europe for at least 3 weeks. They were there hanging out, enjoying the culture, enjoying the holiday season in a different way. Right. And she had the freedom to do that. I don't know what you're looking for, but every time I've been making phone calls now since July 1st, and there are people praying for their health. So that's #1 that I'm hearing, and so many different things that they're praying for. But the second thing is they're praying for financial help. And I'm not talking about like big things, even trips to Europe. They're telling me, Steve, we were just talking to each other that the grocery bill was so high, and we don't know what we're going to do. We might need to be doing something. And you made a phone call to us. How many people do you think are thinking about that during this holiday season? We're going into the perfect time of the year where people are praying for their health and they're praying for financial success in some way or another. And this product is going to allow you to create the kind of freedom that you've been looking for. You've got to have a product like this. The prayers that we prayed to find and connect with Onyx, think about it, God's got a sense of humor. He brought it all back around, brought her right to Gina's birthday party. Yeah. We connected 3 days later, and so here we are. So this is exciting times, but I want you to think about it, and I also want you to think about this. Don't necessarily look at something that you think, like Onyx told us earlier, that you wouldn't want to do. It might be something that you really would love, the passion and the lives that are being changed, and the end result of the freedom that Onyx is talking about and was able to enjoy over in Europe. And think about us. We're going around driving our bus for the last 35 days. Not many people could just leave and go travel around. Half the time we were with friends and relatives, and the other time we were in 15 different cities. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We talked about your stem cells being less active as they get to be 30 years old. 30 doesn't take very long to get to, by the way. Pretty soon you're 20, you're 25, and you're 30, and you got half your stem cells active. And leading up to that, they're getting slower and slower as far as activity. And at 60, almost all stem cell activity is dwindled. I did not know this. I don't know if any of you had heard about this, but I did not know until I heard about this patch. And that's no wonder why people are feeling sluggish and more tired and not as much energy. Their stem cells are stagnant as they get older. So that is why people are getting they're not recovering or getting better faster as they all get older, and they're more prone to sickness and disease. And that all changes once we put this X39 patch on. Gina told you about the organic nanocrystals that are in this patch. It's a non-transdermal patch, so nothing goes into your bloodstream whatsoever. So no matter what, nothing can happen to you. You're just going to take and put this patch on, and you are going to start having your copper peptide be activated, and that when you raise that copper peptide level, your stem cells are reactivated. And if you ever Google copper peptide, you're going to see that's the holy grail of reversing aging. And that's what David Schmidt is all about. He's got 130 patents. And, you know, he is in a lab. He's looking to help us have a more active, better quality life, reversing aging, which is incredible. Here's some of the things the X39 patch does: rapid pain relief, reduce inflammation, wound healing. How about some more energy and vitality in your life? I mean, during the COVID times, Gina and I be going to bed at 7:30. Here we are starting a meeting at 8 o'clock, all fired up, talking to you, and it's exciting. I was really blown away by the fact, too, that the company went from 20 million a year when Onyx started to 280 million, all from this X39 patch, and Onyx Cole and her team, which produced that kind of a momentum.
Right.
And then when Gina and I came on board, the number one country was Japan. We're in 75 countries around the world. I love that because people are tuning in right now. Tonight, I saw from different parts of the world and growing, by the way. But Japan was number one, and then this team, the Quantum Field team, became the number one fastest growing team, and the number one country now is America, taken from Japan, which is exciting. So mental
that's very exciting.
That is. I mean, that tells you. And by the way, if you want to build internationally, let me tell you what the international leaders are looking for. They're looking to see what is happening in America. If it's happening in America, they know we're not testing it out on them. They know that whatever we can do here, they're going to make it happen in a big way wherever they live around the world. And the fact that Onyx could be the number one fastest growing distributor within a 3-year period of a 19-year-old company, that even was a more wake-up call for Gene and I. 220 million to 280 million, and our own friend being the number one fastest growing distributor in North America with 90% of her business in North America. That really set us apart as to what possibly could happen. And the product, from what you're seeing right on here, has been doing all the talking. I mean, think about this. Faster recovery from exercise. Every organ in your body is made from stem cells, and your skin is your biggest organ. We are seeing incredible testimonies with skin appearance and skin repair. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. We did mention that you wear it for 12 hours. They did the case studies behind the neck and below the belly button, but David Schmidt, the owner, the CEO, and the inventor of the X39 says you can wear the patch anywhere and you're going to get incredible results. So if you've got pain in a knee and an elbow, wear it there. But I will say that this is where the case studies were done. So you just wear the patch and you throw it away after you've worn it for 12 hours, and then you put the X39 back on, and you are going to see incredible results. Now, we've got a couple more testimonies, a few more, of some people that are really just so excited. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't even want this to work. I've got a friend, he might be on here tonight, Sean, my neighbor. He did not want it to work. He didn't love, like Onyx said, networking, nothing like that. He loves to golf, though. And he couldn't golf very productively with the pain he was living in until we put the patch on. And then he come over to our house with his head down, getting himself the diamond package because he wanted, he's like, oh, Steve, I got to sign up because I need those patches. He didn't want, I mean, the greatest thing is there's people that are like my friend Kevin Wilson. He might be on here tonight. He had a huge hamstring pull, couldn't play pickleball, moping around that he can't play pickleball. His friend Dave went over to his house, puts the patch, not on him, he gave it to him. He put it on his hamstring, Kevin did. And Kevin is like texting me, oh my gosh, it works. And now he's all fired up, just hit the level of director in the business, him and his wife, Emily. So point is that even if you got friends that don't want it to work, this patch is going to work on them, which is really, really exciting. So the first person we have to share, and I want to tell you that I was with this gentleman in Atlanta on our tour, and we had a meeting, and maybe Chester can mention a little bit, that the meeting in Atlanta was just completely crazy. The testimonies were lined up down the hallway, and the people were just wild, the different things that they were saying that the patch was doing. But since that event, 4 friends of ours went senior director this the Atlanta event, in the Atlanta meeting there, and it was crazy. But Chester gave his testimony. We want every one of you to hear how the X39 has gone on his body. The patch, through phototherapy, has activated his copper peptide, and the stem cells have been reactivated from his own body. His body has healed himself. So Chester, if you could unmute yourself, we're going to put you on here live, and I want you to tell them a little bit what's going on with you and possibly a friend of yours.
Okay, definitely. Well, thank you, Steve and Gina. Okay, this patch, I only been on for 90 days, 3 months, but I can tell you 4 major things that have happened to me. First of all, I have a very enlarged prostate. For the past 10 years or more, I've been getting up 5 times a night going to the bathroom. So my quality of sleep was terrible. Guess how many times I get up now? 0 times. So now that's just one testimony. They told me that I needed a rotator cuff surgery because I could not even sleep on my shoulder. They said I need surgery. But guess what? Look at that. I only been on it for 3 months. 3 months. That's 2 testimonies. Third one, I've been involved in ASL sign language for at least the past 20 years. So I developed that carpal tunnel syndrome. My finger was locked. Now guess what? Now my thumb don't lock anymore. Now I can move my fingers. But let me tell you my last one. This happened just 2 weeks ago. My friend Curtis, who's sitting right here by me right now, we both have neuropathy because we are diabetic. And he told me that he had black spots and splits on his feet. I said, what? I said, I got the same thing. But guess what? His spots are gone and his split have literally closed up. He only been in the patch about 2.5 months. I said, wait a minute. So I put off my shoe, put off my socks, and look, and my split is gone. I had the same split, it's all gone. It closed up. Trust me, it ain't the patch, but my own stem cells have done it because it's one little patch, X39.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. Hey, Chester, we are so excited. You know what? Praise the Lord, what's happened for you and your friends. And this is just the beginning. You can see 2023 is going to be an incredible, incredible year of helping our friends have better health. So thank you so much for sharing. You blessed so many people with all the different ailments. Think about all the things you went through. Everyone has got friends that have that. Whether you want to build a network or not, you've got friends, and it's a responsibility now that you've been on here tonight to tell your friends of what is happening. So I really appreciate you sharing, and I'm so excited to partner up with you. All right, because I love your energy and your excitement.
I do too.
Thanks, my friend.
Chester.
You're welcome.
Love Hot Atlanta.
Yay!
Okay, now we've got a very tear-jerking testimony. She's become very close to us, and we've been watching her journey, but she has hit a whole new level with her thing. Maybe you could take it.
I'm going to try not to cry. I think you have to because I'm going to cry.
Okay, we've got an incredible testimony from Valerie Woodard, and I wish she would just share with her about everything. I'm not going to tell anything about it. I want you to, and again, the patch is not healing her. Her body is healing herself, and this will bring you to tears. Go ahead, Valerie.
Hi. I'm not gonna cry. But anyway, first of all, I'm not your normal MS patient. I want to throw that out there. But anyway, I've been on the patch for right at 5 months. And I've had a lot of different things happening to me, from where I wasn't able to feel my foot, my toes, couldn't do anything with my foot or wiggle my toes or anything like that. long story short, I can now. I was able to jump rope not long ago because I can lift my left foot up and had control over it. And I said I was going to ride my bike. Well, I don't have a bike, so I had to go borrow my neighbor's bike. So actually, I was on a call with one of you guys' friends, Jan Alt, I think. I don't know if she's on here. She called to talk to me. And it was right after I got off the call with her. Mark said, we need to go ride your bike. I go, let me go borrow one real quick. So I went next door and asked her if I could borrow her bicycle. And my husband, Mark, and my son, my oldest son, he sat on the tailgate of the truck and with his GoPro and videoed me.
Wow.
And I rode around.
How you got that. Well, we're going to be able to play that tonight. Hey, I'm going to play that right now, but I want you to ask you something. How long? Tell them a little bit. How long have you had MS? Have you? You were told me you were falling and tripping, or maybe Mark?
Yes, I was falling. I was falling just about every day, whether it be in the house, outside, wherever it may be. I was falling. I had neuropathy issues and stuff like that. That subsided. When I started. It was a slow roll with my foot. And once I had control over being able to lift that, I haven't fallen. And it's been a couple months or a little, maybe even a little more.
Wow.
The boys were little. I can remember Mark and my youngest son taking off and going riding their bikes down past where we live. And I said, Matthew, let's just go try to catch up with them. So we were going to cut them off the opposite direction. And I got to where they were in a neighborhood and I had to have him stop me because I couldn't stop myself without falling over. And at that point, I couldn't even feel my left leg. And when I got to him, I was literally pedaling with my right foot, pushing it more because my left foot it wouldn't stay on the pedal. It's just like flopping on there. And each time the pedal came by, it would hit my foot. And I didn't know how I was going to get back home because we were at least probably a mile and a half away from home, if not that. And I'm like, I just don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And trust me, I did it. Stubborn as I was, I pedaled really, really hard with that right foot just to get myself home. And then I ran up by his truck when I got home and stopped myself with a mirror because I knew I was going to fall off of the bike if I didn't just sit there and hold myself till I could get, my weathers and let him help me get off the bike. So the 4-minute video my oldest son sped up that y'all have, it makes me look like I'm going super, super fast, but I was not doing that. It's a half a mile around our circle. So I rode 2 times. So it was a mile and I did amazing. So you can play it, but it's going fast mode.
Let's play it. Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited for you.
I am too.
I am too. What a
watch
blessing.
this, guys, real quick. Here we go. Bam.
Hey everyone, it's Mark Woodard here. I just wanted to come on real quick to show you that today Valerie has accomplished her most recent goal of riding a bicycle after suffering with multiple sclerosis for 15 years. Most of you have seen her other videos of her being able to just start to wiggle her toes and then move her foot and her ankle, being able to push all of her body weight up on the toe of her foot, and then just a month or so ago being able to jump rope. This was her next goal, was to be able to ride a bicycle. If you would have seen her a few months back try to do this, her left foot would have just been flopping off the pedal and she would have had no control. We're so thankful for these X39 patches and the difference they've helped her body make in her life. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Wow. Hey, come on. Wow.
I said I wasn't going to cry.
Amazing.
We had no idea that it was going to be this emotional when we started promoting the X39, and I'm sure Valerie did not know either that it was going to be like this. Real quick, Mark, you got an incredible background. Tell them what kind of nurse you are and where you're at. And when you went to the doctor's office after this all has been going down, how they said most people with MS never, ever get better like this.
Correct. So, yeah, I've been a nurse for almost 24 years now. I work at the Moores Children's Hospital in Orlando in the radiology department. And, yeah, I've talked to several of our doctors over there, and they're just in disbelief of how well this is working for her and everybody else, because I've told them about some of the other, testimonials and stuff too. And it's sending chills. And then we talked to her neurologist. It's been the beginning of December, which they wanted all the information. They did all of her testing and stuff for her strength, and everything was through the roof compared to what it had been in the past. They test them on a 20-foot walk to see how fast they can do it. Her speed had increased by 25 or 30%. So everything was through the roof as far as speed and strength and all those things that she didn't have before. So her MRI is scheduled, I think, for the end of this month or the beginning of February. So then we're going to be able to actually go in there and see if there's any changes within her myelin sheath on these neurons and see if actually it's reversing anything there, if it's just somewhat making like a bridge or a gap so that the actual nerve impulses can go on across so that she can actually do what she's doing now.
Well, hey, thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing. It's blessing so many people. The chat room is just going crazy. So, so exciting for you, Valerie. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Valerie, I'm so proud of you. I'm here wiping my tears because I've seen your journey from the beginning at the very first event, which we were only in a week or so. And I saw you could hardly move your toes, and it is mind-blowing how your body is changing and what that simple little X39 patch is putting your body in a reboot and healing on its own. Just incredible. I mean, if someone sees this video and hears your story and they don't go share it, shame on them.
Exactly.
Your life and your smile and your demeanor, you were just exhausted before, and your whole spirit and your the life you have in you is just amazing. I'm so blessed and so thankful. I'm so glad I prayed for 1 year because God is good.
Yeah, amen.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we've got Nora Preston on the line. We want to hear, she's got a brand new testimony. Where is she at? Maybe she can unmute herself and she'll just come right on the screen here and she's going to tell us what's going on with her.
Hi, thank you for allowing me to talk tonight. My name's Nora Preston. I'm retired in Florida. I'm 73. I retired from Minnesota. And being older, I had all the aches and pains. My hip, for 2 years, I suffered with and back pain. The doctor gave me Moxicon. That's the only thing he could give me to help me. My good friend Ron told me about this product, and I took it, and within 2 hours, my pain had subsided. Everything that you guys told has worked for me. My hair is getting thicker, more energy. I'm feeling so much better. And I had been retaining water. I lost 9 pounds. I've only been on it a month. That was water weight. And I'd asked my doctor for water pills, and he said, no, it'll hurt your kidneys. But the real reason I'm on here, the most amazing story, is back in March, my son, who lives in Minnesota, slid. There is ice on the steps going outside, black ice, and he slid down and fell, and he's left-handed, and he used his left hand to brace him. He ended up tearing off 2 of his tendons in his shoulder, and 1 was just hanging by a string. So he went in and had an operation where they reattached it and bolted it in, and he had to be for 6 weeks in a sling. Well, it didn't take. They broke loose again. So he had to go back in for a second surgery. Talk about pain. He was in excruciating pain. He's left-handed, and they told him he probably would not regain full use of his arm. He was very discouraged. So being introduced to this, I said, guess what? For Christmas, you're getting a 30-day supply. And I brought him on as a bronze. I said, this way, you like it, it works for you, you can buy it at wholesale. So the first couple of days, he said, well, I'm feeling, a little sense of well-being. He's an IT guy. So he said, I'm skeptical. We'll see. So just last week, he called me and he goes, I don't know what really to believe, but I have 50% better usage in my arm. I'm able to do my therapy. The pain is gone. And then a couple of days ago, he called me and he goes, the doctor told me I'm healed.
Wow.
Shoulder is healed. I mean, I start crying. You know, to me, this is a miracle.
I bet you did.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what better gift to give your family than the gift of health?
It's not only you feeling better, but now your own son and your family is feeling incredible.
Yes.
That's the kind of feeling we feel. I'm glad that you got that now. You can see what we're talking about. It's just an incredible feeling when someone else is feeling, because people are living in this kind of, there's so many things that go on. You know, everyone's got a different ailment, but this is wild what happened to your son. I'm so glad that you came and shared with us, Nora.
Well, it's about quality of life. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're hurting and you're sick, what good is it?
Yeah.
You know, so what we want to give people, and I love you guys, financial freedom, wealth, health, and wisdom. What more can you ask for?
Well, the good thing is now that you're feeling so great, you can go back out there on the beach and start running around out there on the sand. I love your background. Thank you for sharing tonight. Wow, that's incredible.
Thank you so much, Nora. That was amazing. What a great story. And you know what? She was smart. She did it as a Christmas present.
Hey guys, super smart. Feel free, as we're going through a few more things here now about the product and leading into the comp plan, to share any of your testimonies that you might have from the thing. Just put in the chat real quick, because other people can see that pop up as we're going. And we're going to move along really quickly, but we've had some incredible, just coming out of the new year, these kind of testimonies. It's incredible. So watch how fast we go through this real quick. We got a couple more things that we got to share with you that are incredible. Looks like we got the wrong thing up here. Hold on a second. Share. I grabbed the wrong thing. We got it. Oh, here. Boom. Okay. We had our video up there. Okay. Long-term results that you get from wearing the patch. This is incredible. 4,000 genes begin to reset. Remember what Gina said, a reboot. That's the first thing. Now, this is on our website, startx39.com. This is an incredible website. It has nothing to do with networking. It has nothing to do with LifeWave. It's our own team product website. So you can share this with your prospects, doctors that you've got, and they're only going to see about the X39. They're not going to get lost in the minutia that most networking links will get lost in, of free trips, money, and all the other products. This is only talking about the X39. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Now, who wants stagnant stem cells in an unbalanced brain? That's all I can say. Get your friend to admit that. They want to keep their stem cells stagnant. They'd rather have their brain unbalanced. I didn't even know it can get unbalanced myself. But it decreases the symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. That is something that we're seeing a lot of even younger folks. My daughter has told me that a lot of her friends and in her 30s, they have a lot of anxiety right now. So this is an incredible, these case studies have proven this. So go to them if you want to see it. But the most important thing is do what Nora did. Just put the patch on. You're going to feel incredible, and so are they. Let your loved ones feel it. Within 3 months, ladies, your collagen is increased. Woo! Wrinkles are decreased. Your hair starts growing like a weed. You heard Nora. Your nails start growing faster than ever before, and your bones and your muscles start getting younger. That is wild. Who wouldn't want to have stronger bones and muscles as they get older? If your eyes are reversing and aging and your gums are growing back, what do you think is going on with your muscles and your bones? I mean, come on. Within 6 months, your heart reverses and age. This recent study shows that 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age an average of 8 years within just 6 months of the X39. Can you imagine wearing this for 6 years? How your heart is going to be pumping. This is incredible. For those of you that take it serious and realize that David is someone that really puts his heart into this and has 130 patents, been contracted by the government for a very similar type product. He is serious about what he does. And we're sitting on an opportunity of a lifetime with what happened. I already explained this to you, how the company went from 20 to 280 million just because Onyx and her friends started promoting this X39 patch, which are 80% of all sales is the X39. Onyx spoke about it. The stem cell industry is huge. It's everything. And this patch fits right in with what we have as far as potential, where the industry is going to 300 billion. Yes, that's with a B. And would you rather have an injection, or do you think your friends would rather have an injection and it might work, it might not work, and it costs them $10,000 or more? Or how about $99 a month? Think about how powerful that we have. And I love that it's a 19-year-old company and not a startup, because startups usually don't start up. And it's actually, though, a 19-year-old, it is like a startup aspect of it, because we're just getting started. The word is just getting out, because the X39 patch has just been recently patented within of July 2020. Here's the website. Take a picture of that. Get to know it. Anytime someone asks you a little question after you say, hey, we've got a new product that reactivates your own stem cells. You put it on your body through phototherapy, reactivates your own stem cells. Can you tell me a little bit more? We always just send them to write to startx39.com. Do not try to be a doctor. Let the scientists and the doctors on the website do all the talking.
Right.
You don't have to do the talking. So I encourage you to get to know this website and use this to answer every question somebody has. Tell them they got a good question, but you're going to send them this website so they can get the information. And then remember, the longer you wait to get this product on your body, the longer your stem cells are stagnant and you're slower to heal. So let's get you feeling good as fast as possible. Real quick about how to make money. Very simply, you're going to get in and you're going to be like your own, you're the owner of a franchise, basically. And you can build this business anywhere in 75 countries. We are rocking it here in North America, having a blast doing it. But through Zoom, people are logging in from different parts of the world, which I love that. With this kind of technology, you can talk to people, look them in the eye everywhere. But you're going to build a right team and a left team. Everybody's going to go placed underneath everybody. So we got well over 500 people on here tonight. Probably half of them are new guests. And if you're a new guest, your friends put a bunch of more new guests on. So the sooner you enroll tonight with that enrollment form that Gina said, or with the link from your friend, they'll help you out. You're going to have people getting placed underneath you that you don't know. And you get paid for those people up to $25,000 each week from the binary. It does cap at $25,000 per week because it goes into infinity. You put a person right, you put a person left. I put my cousin on my right, my mom and dad on my left. Then I put my next friend Matt on the right. Then I put my next friend Bob on the left. Then I just keep putting people right and left, right and left. And as you grow, the people get paid for the people that are underneath them, because your friend's going to put people under my friend. And then that friend's going to put people under your friend's friend. Nobody knows nobody, but they get paid for everybody. I've never seen anything like this in sales. And if you got a product like this with a patch that everyone is getting results, no one else can have. Almost every other network out there is a Me Too network. They mean that they have all the same products that each other have, mostly weight loss, supplements, and skincare. And you can get that at your local department store, health food store, or online. And you're competing against people that are telling you on TV about the products. Here, you're the only one that has it, and our friends are having incredible success. I just spoke with my friend Ann B. She's 79 years old and has over 172 people in her business in just the last 5 years and 5 months. I mean, she's been in 5 months, but she, for 5 years, was with us with a Me Too network. And she was very difficult for people to sponsor people. Yeah. Here, everybody wants to get in. Her fingers, luckily, she's got the patch, so she doesn't have any arthritis in her hands from all the typing she's doing from signing everybody up. So she's having a blast. She's got a new passion for life. Her energy level is incredible.
Yeah,
today when we were talking to her. Real quick, there's a matching bonus as well. Now, this is unlimited. The team commission is capped at $25,000 a week. Most of my friends are not upset about getting capped at over $1 million a year. So I hope you're not either. And then we've got the ranks here. As you put people in personally, the company's going to reward you more. So the team bonus, you get paid for people you don't know. Here, you get paid more for the people you bring into the company, 25% for your first personal. So when you help your friend make $25,000 a week, you're going to make $6,250 per week. The next friend that they sponsor, you make 20%. The next person they bring in, you make another 20%. Now, we're talking a lot of big numbers because we believe that you are going to have a life-changing opportunity with us. But I will say that most people, if we can help them make an extra $200 a week, $500 a week, $1,000 a week, their life will be changed. And that's the first goal for us to help you win. So write down where you want to be, and all of us want to help you get there. Here's a copy of the patent that was just approved July 2020. So we've got years and years to be running with this incredible patent. We've got sample envelopes that we use. We break the sleeves down and have 30 patches in them, and we put 3 to 6 patches inside these sample envelopes. And that's how our friends' teams are growing, because it tells you how to wear the patch, what to do. The website, startx39.com, and you can hand them out and put the patch on people, and you've got the envelopes. We're going to learn more about what to say to people on Saturday's training. Okay. Here's our team website that we'll hear more again about on Saturday. But it's the Quantum Field team, the fastest growing team of a 19-year-old company that's just been started. And this is our website, build331.com. And you can go right there. We do have the Quantum Field QFteambiz.com still up, but we've made it a little bit simpler for everyone to remember. Build331. Why? Because we teach people talk, text, or patch 3 people per day. Follow up with 3 people and put somebody on a Zoom like this every day. And we keep it very, very simple. Now, there's replays of Zooms. There's the enrollment form that you can hand them. They can sign up. We don't make it complicated. And because of that, and everyone's only talking about reactivating these stagnant stem cells, they're all winning in a big way. Here's the enrollment form that Gina said. I do like to tell people how to get started. I like between silver, which is 3 sleeves, to at least get a 90-day supply, like Onyx was talking, and Gina about for every decade you live, you should be wearing, you should give it a 30-day supplies, a 30-day trial. So that's, if you're 50 years old, you should give it 5 months. So at least a silver. And then you want to get on auto ship, because the people that are getting placed underneath you, they count for you as long as you're on auto ship, those points. It's like money in the bank. If you're not on auto ship, and at the end of the month, you're not going to get credit for they wash away. As long as you're on auto ship, you keep your points. So gold is where you get paid at. It's 5 sleeves, and that's where you get paid in the comp plan, everything that's in the comp plan. And 2 sleeves is where you get everything in the compensation plan. So 1 sleeve, of course, is for 1 person. 2 is for 2 people. So like Mark and Valerie, they're not going to have Mark on the patches and not Valerie, or vice versa. So it makes sense to get 2, and even doesn't matter who you are, even if you live by yourself and you don't have anyone, you're going to need a sleeve to promote with every month.
Patching their dog because they're getting such great results with Valerie. They got the patch on the dog.
I mean, why would you want the dog limping around when Valerie's running around jumping rope? So this is a fun, we're having fun, and you really want to make, like Gina said, get your enrollment form in right away. Now, before we wrap it up, we've got a friend that is tearing it up. I don't know how many tire stores him and his wife Joy have up in St. Augustine, Jacksonville area, but maybe he'll tell us. But he's having a blast, and the quality of people that are coming in, he's blown away. Was speaking with him this morning. He agreed to come on and just share with you. He just hit the senior director level, the 4th highest rank in the company. So maybe we can have Lewis share with us real quick what he sees compared to all the money you've invested in your tire stores, what you're seeing here, and what the potential could be, Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm honored to be on the call. I guess for all the new people to understand that Steve and Gina and Onyx are just superstars in this industry, the highest earners in the industry. And Mike Hernandez and Keston, superstars, ballers down there in South Florida. So when you can plug into a team like this and you have a product that works, the only patch in the world that allows the body to heal itself. I mean, when you have that product and you're able to, the way Steve and Gina Merritt, the way they work, I mean, you can't even keep up with them. And that's the same way Mike Hernandez is. So they lead by example. So with those 2 things being a combination, and the testimonies y'all seen tonight, I mean, the testimonies are just unbelievable. Like it's hard to believe, but that's what I started seeing immediately around me once I got the product, started sharing it with people. When I started seeing those results, I ordered a diamond, upgraded to diamond. Diamond pack was gone. I was like, wow, had to order another. And so that being said, my tire business is, a lot of employees, physical labor, workman's comp, breakdowns, general liability. So much goes into owning a traditional business. I've been a business owner for 23 years. And for this business model, people know it's just the ultimate business model, because all you have to do is take something, feel it, and share it with people. You don't have to stock their product. You don't have to ship their product. You don't have to do any of that. And so when I seen all the results, testimonies around me, I mean, it was just kind of a no-brainer. And so giving all that product out, and biggest thing is follow up. Well, you know, in this business, a lot of what all businesses follow up. But if you're going to spend your money on the patches, you want to make sure you follow up with people. And so it's unfortunate you got to follow up with some people as much as you do. But ultimately, my success came in, I patched up friends and family, seen crazy results. But as far as building it, making it the senior director, what I realized is I want everybody around me healthy and on the product. But as far as building wise, my biggest builders are people that I did not know. They're people that I met through friends and actually when you have this product and you see the results, when you hear somebody in pain, I mean, I know Gina's the same way. She'll stop someone in the middle of a parking lot, like, hey, why are you limping? And I'm kind of the same way now because I feel obligated in what they say. They think my patch don't work. And I'm like, well, I got the scientific studies to prove it. So it absolutely does work. It does just what I say it'll do. But so that being said, that taken off. But the biggest thing was having the support team, having the right product. But also what I'm seeing is I got Larry Campbell, a guy I've been building with here. I call him the oil man. I think he's on the call tonight. We put in Dr. Gary Bernard, a family practitioner in Orange Park, been here for 20 years, had brain fog since COVID, wore the patch, immediately focus was better. He called us up and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe how good I feel. This is amazing. Well, now he's sending me patients to talk to. Me and Larry are talking to his patients, getting them signed up. And so not even Dr. Gary Bernard. Then we put in Dr. Keith Shurtell, who has 3 practices. Because it helped him with his wrist issues. And the same thing, he's like, my mental clarity is just, it's just mind blowing how fast it works for some people. And then from there, nurse practitioners, couple nurses. So you don't need nurses, you don't need doctors. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because with any other health product in any other industry, doctors don't listen to anything. I don't care what you have, but they understand stem cells. And actually, here's what's crazy. And I know the call's been going on. I'll make it short, but it's when I'm in the tire business and I'm in a doctor's office and he says, well, I'm gonna get injected stem cells because they're better than my old stem cells. I'm gonna do more on Saturday. I can talk more about this. I already had some knowledge on stem cells prior, but I've learned so much with David Schmidt and this product. So I'm like, actually, Doc, your stem cells have way more healing properties than the injected stem cells. The injected stem cells have more growth factors, but what God put in you has way more healing properties. So here I am, a pulpwooder, tire guy from Middleburg, educating doctors in their office, and they're listening to me. So if that don't tell you anything, I mean, it's just the testimonies do itself. So
yeah,
Chester in Atlanta's rocking out. That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. It's exciting. We're going to hear from you on Saturday. It's going to be wild. So fantastic information. And again, this guy's got a franchise of tire stores.
Yeah.
His friend Larry has got a franchise of oil stores, right? And
yes,
that's
sir.
People are looking, that are business owners, to have another way, a stream of income that they don't have all this overhead. Not to mention doctors, real estate people, mortgage people. So it is going to be a while.
Not even to cut you off. So Larry, we put in 2 real estate companies, which I own a real estate company also outside the tire stores. He's been in 2 real estate companies this week. We just left the gym earlier. I was hoping I was going to make the call. We went to Stretch and Flex with a couple gorillas. I mean, these dudes were so big. I don't even know how these guys were this big. Patched up some ladies in the gym, signed up on Diamond Pack. Just like that tonight.
Yeah. It's just a matter of opening your mouth, let the patch do the talking. And you could just see Lewis is just being real. You're just real with people.
Absolutely.
They're going to want to hear what you got to say. Don't try to sell this thing. Let the patch do the talking. Thanks so much, Lewis. We'll hear more from you on Saturday.
Thank you, Steve and Gina.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, pick your spot where you want to get on the enrollment form. Here's where you connect with us. Again, the startx39.com is the best place to be sending any prospect. That's the only thing we use to have record growth in our business, where David Schmidt is calling saying, I want to be on your call. Can I please be on your training on Saturday? And asking us and Onyx and Gene and I. And go to our Facebook page. That's where all the information is. So it's Quantum Field X39 Team private Facebook page. Get on the info page. There is a testimony page. I've never used the testimony page. I just tell about my own friend's testimony and the people listen to me. So I don't go busybodying around looking for all the testimonies. I just want everyone to get updated on the Facebook regular page. And then we've got our Build 331 site that is up and running, which was the qfteambiz.com, but you can get there either way. Every Wednesday, we've got a training just like that. How many people are you going to have on? We want to get this up to 2,000 people on a Wednesday. So let's plan on having, we got over 500 tonight. How many you got on here? Let's get you a bunch on here. Every Thursday, we got a Spanish. This is like a 19-year-old startup company. That's what the word I was looking for. And Mike and Sai and her Spanish team are rocking it on Thursday night. So tomorrow night, if you don't speak Spanish, put a Spanish friend on and start growing yourself a Spanish business.
So Wednesday night is at 8:00 is the English opportunity where you would invite guests and have your team on. And then Thursday is the Spanish opportunity. And listen, the best thing I can say for you as if you're new tonight, being on Wednesday night. And if you're Spanish, being on Thursday night. Because that's where you're going to hear testimonies. And as you're talking to people, it's going to roll off your tongue. It's going to be a lot easier for you to share as you're learning and you're just beginning and launching your business.
So like Onyx mentioned, if you come on the Wednesday, like Gina said, and here on Saturday, you will have everything you need to know in one afternoon. Set the time aside. Get your notebook, get your pen, have your water, have everything you need. We're not taking a break. None of us are taking a break. We're going to be sitting there listening to all the speakers, including David Schmidt, the inventor of the X39, who couldn't wait to be on with us on Saturday. So it is going to be very, very, very informative. The content will be exactly, if you've listened to any of our Saturday trainings, you know that we only bring people that are on their game and rocking this business. So we encourage you to not only be on yourself, but have your team on, so that they can learn from all these leaders. And we don't even have all of them on
we're not there yet.
This chart here, but you can see we got influencers coming on. They're going to be teaching us how to make it happen. A gal that hit the third highest rank in the leaderboard overnight. We've got Scott and Renita that hit the highest rank of the company in 30 days, and they're the #1 people on the leaderboard of the free trip to Aruba. Not to mention, I'm not going to go through all the different people, but we've got doctors, we've got people that never graduated high school, we've got truck drivers, we got athletes, we got everybody that's going to be on here that just has hit the highest ranks of the company. So mark your calendars, be ready at 1:00 on Saturday Eastern time. We're going to go to 5, and it is going to be very informative. And we're doing this to get you out of the gate strong.
Yeah.
In January 2023, our goal is for you to have your best year ever, health-wise, financially, the feeling that you get like Chester had from his friend, sharing with his friend. How about Nora had the exact same feeling from her son because she shared it with him? That's what we're talking about, having a best year ever, not just being able to have yourself taken care of financially, but blessing others with their health and financially.
So, hey, in closing, just want to make sure that you guys either fill out your order form before you put your head on your pillow, do it tonight, because our international people are waking up. And also, the sooner you get your form filled out and get it into the person who invited you on tonight, the sooner your product's going to get shipped to you, the sooner you get your testimony. Come on, you are worth it. $3.30 a day. After hearing all these testimonies, and there's so many more, you deserve to feel good. And you've got it. You're right here. Just get yourself enrolled. Make sure you get yourself on auto ship. And we're excited to take you on this journey.
Guys, have a fantastic rest of the evening. Again, this is the end of the year. This is the beginning of the year, but the last year that you're going to be walking around with stagnant stem cells because of the X39. And fantastic. We want to thank you, all the folks that shared for their testimonies tonight. They took their time to do that and share, whether it be a business testimony like Lewis or the product testimonies like the rest. And thank you for coming on here tonight. Let's really pack the house on Saturday. We're expecting incredible numbers of people. So make sure you log on early. It's going to be incredible, and make sure you're ready to take notes and learn. And whoever, like Onyx said, let's go back to what she said. Whoever has the most people on Saturday from their team is going to see their business take off the fastest in 2023. And like Gina said, is a fact, because we do know how that works. You won't have to do the teaching. They're going to learn from all the people that are making it happen, that are crushing this business over the last 4 or 5 months.
So anyway, Saturday, we really encourage you. It's your best year ever conference. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. You get on, you use the same Zoom link, passcode 39, have yourself pen, paper, have snacks, have water. And I'm telling you what, you are going to be totally blessed and glad that you are on. Seriously, I used to call in sick for these kind of conferences. I told you, get off work, be there, be live. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. It's going to be totally worth your time. Congratulations for all of you new people. We are now business partners. So remember, every Wednesday night, we have this opportunity in English. Thursday is Spanish, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And you're welcome. It's a safe place for you to invite as many people as you possibly can get on. So God bless you guys. It's a great night tonight. We're fired up to have business partners with you. And we look forward to seeing you guys Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Same link, same passcode 39. God bless you guys. We'll see you then.
See you guys Saturday.